Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it's Wednesday. Yes, that's right. It's Wednesday. And we are here once again. As always, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Yes. Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to the show on this beautiful Wednesday morning. And oh my goodness gracious me, oh man, it's hot. It's not that hot right now, but it's been boiling. And oh my goodness. So yesterday, apparently, my ex's air conditioner broke. So it was so hot in her apartment that right now, right behind me in the other room, all the kids are here while she's getting a new air conditioner installed over at that place. They're all staying here because my air works. So it's nice and cool for them. So it's great. And I love my kids so much. It's so awesome having them around. Oh, I love it. Anyway, hello, good morning, and welcome. It's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. We're hump day. We're halfway through the week, and we're ready to go. go on an adventure. The Frauditor Folly Show is on its way. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're here today to show you guys some love. And let's see who was first. It was Jason D. What's up? Here's your happy dance. Here we go. My glasses are foggy from the heat. Dang nabbit. Oh. Here you go, buddy. All right. Thank you. Yes. We got Greg Jonick in the house. That's right. Welcome to the show, Greg. Great to see you. Ron Klotzer, hello. Welcome to the show, as always. My Tiny Chihuahua Life. What's up, Tiny? Great to see you once again. And as always, Doc Lanu, hey. Miss Ray is so tough, Chuck Norris is scared of her. I love that one. Yes, that's great. In fact, that one deserves a happy dance. Here we go. All right. Yes. That's right. My Tiny Troll Life, Doc, Ron. Let's see. David E. Persons is here. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Let's see. What does he have to say today? Today is the day the Lord has made. Be thankful and make it count. Oh, yes. I appreciate that. That's beautiful. I was expecting a dad joke from you, though. But yes, I was waiting for the punchline, and I'm like, oh, no, wait. He's being serious. Yes, beautiful. I love that. Thank you. Let's see. Tiny, Declano, David, Ron, Jason D. Duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, Elmer season. And then they both, yeah, that's good. You know what they reminded me of? Just saying that now made me think of it in my head. So for those of you who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I'm sure you all do, though, but it's an old Bugs Bunny cartoon where, Elmer Fudd is hunting and he sees the rabbit season sign, and then Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck are arguing like it's rabbit season. No, it's duck season. No, it's rabbit. So trying to figure out who Elmer needs to shoot. And then eventually they're both arguing back and forth until finally it comes Elmer season. And then they both like smile, turn around and look at Elmer. Like now they're both after him. And that reminded me of a bit I saw a few days ago. There's this YouTuber that does all these Chicago related jokes. And I haven't grown up in Chicago. I watch his channel because he's hilarious. And it's a Sox fan fighting against a Cubs fan, and the Sox fan and the Cubs fan are going back and forth. Which team is better, the Sox, the Cubs, the Sox? Oh, well, you guys haven't won a World Series, and it took you guys over 100 years to win a World Series. Oh, well, you guys are doing this, and you got all fights on the South Side, blah, blah, blah. So they're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then finally a Bears fan comes out, and he's like, hey, this guy's talking about the Packers. Let's get him. And then they're like, yeah. And then they team up to go after the Packers fans. So I thought that was funny. Anyway, let's see. We got Ron. We got Greg. We got Doc. Let's see. Terry Barnes, what's up? Good morning, all. God bless. God bless you too, sir. Absolutely. Positively. Where's my... sorry, I got distracted for a second because it's morning time and there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, we got Greg. We got Terry Barnes. Greg Jonick, what's up? CyberRax is here. What's up? Hello and good morning, Dr. No Storytime, my Tiny Chihuahua, and everyone else. That's right. Yes. All right. Great to have you here. Let's see. Terry Barnes, Tiny, Ron Klotzer, Terry Barnes, CyberRax. Cynthia Carrinshaw is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Ryan Shoes. That's right. Great to see you as always. Great to have you here on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Let's see. Highway Star. Yeah. That's awesome. Great to have you here as always. And let's see who else is joining us today. Cynthia Carrinshaw, Highway Star. We got Pie in the house. What's up? Reminds me of Night Court. Yes, Night Court. That was they apparently they brought that show back, but I don't know. I haven't seen the new ones. I'm not really interested in a reboot of Night Court. Let's see. Highway Star, Tiny Chihuahua Life, Ron Klotzer. Hey, Blackheart Knight. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning to you, Mr. Blackheart Knight. Great to see you as always once again. Let's see. Highway Star, Ron Blackheart Knight. King Stew 2000 is in the house. What's up? Good morning, all. Good morning to you, sir. Let's let's see, Jason D, Blackheart Knight, Ron. Who else? Mr. Thomas is here. What's up? Good morning, Hez. Just want to say common sense is like deodorant. The people who need it the most never use it. Right? Oh, man. That's hilarious. I love it. So it looks like that gets us Jason Gutterman. Looks like that gets us caught up for the moment. And oh my goodness gracious me, it's great to see so many wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, amazing people here on this hump day morning, hump day. And apparently I guess it's Juneteenth as well. So great. I'll be 100% honest. I really don't know too much about it. I just know that when I went on Google this morning, it said today's Juneteenth. So, if you celebrate that, hey, that's great. I hope you have a great day. I hope everyone has a great day. And let's go ahead and see what we have going next. Right now, I got, like I said earlier, because Willie Mays passed away. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry to hear that. Anyway, once again, great to have you guys here. Like I said, because they had an issue with their air yesterday, all the kids were here all day yesterday. It was great. We had a lot of fun, and I want to talk more about that. And they're here now, but because they're it's a Bob from the Graham and Bob show. What the? Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Willie Mays was 91. Wow, that's wild. But so anyway, I got to take care of something with them real quick. So right off the top, I'm going to start. We're just going to go right into the first video so that I could go take care of that. And then I'll be back here and we'll do our normal morning intro and go through everything. Edward Kettler, what's up? Great to see you. So I wanted to start off the show today with a video by Law Talk with Mike called Which Subset Does It Better? I thought this one was interesting, so I wanted to share this. And again, I got to go do something real quick anyway. So I'm going to start right off the bat with the video, and then we'll get back to the hanging out part. So let's get this started. Party.
From Chicago, as usual, and they won't go away. The soft sits are everywhere. But I have to admit, I like it. It's fantastic for material. We had 3 chef's kisses today. The first one I already did. What do I call that thing? What do I call that? Sovereign citizen shows us more than we want to see. Oh, does he? These they go in the streaks. But today I had a couple court appearances. I had a deposition. I had Serious Flamingo Patrol. But they were coming out, and every one of them is fantastic. I get back. I went for a little workout. I come back. Luckificent has sent me yet another one. And then I find out that our good friend, this guy right here, I can't remember his name. All clown shoes there. He showed up in court. That's made the rounds. That's made the rounds. All right, let's just do this thing, shall we? The question here is, which one does it better? They are both deliciously awful. They're just absolutely horrible. You're gonna love it. Let's do this thing, shall we?
People versus Walpoon, number 235256.
Eric Oak on behalf of the people.
Mr. Walpoon is present here in the courtroom today. This was originally set as a sentencing hearing. Mr. Poon, I got a report from the probation department indicating that you can find to participate in the investigation process.
Up here. Greetings, Your Honor. I'm here by special appearance, not a general appearance, and I reserve all my rights and explicit reservations without prejudice. I, Paul Kuhn, a sentinel moral being, have examined the path of my feet on and have concluded that I have dishonored many people, including, but not limited to the people, the peace officers, the city, the county, and to determine that I have made many mistakes.
So stipulated. You've dishonored everyone, including yourself.
And I'm sorry for my sins, and therefore I repent now. I have become aware of other sins I may have committed, and I'll repent immediately. To my attorney, it has come to my attention that you have never informed me of my choice of law. And to make matters worse, you chose an inferior form to have me tried under. You are either incompetent or collusion with the prosecutor. Either way, you have provided me with an ineffective assistance of counsel, which has caused me great harm. You are fired. That's what I have to say. Okay.
Yeah, we know that's what you had to say. I like how the prosecutors all, or I mean, not prosecutor, his attorney's all broken up about it. He doesn't even change expression. He doesn't care in the least.
Do you intend to hire another attorney? Are you appointed?
I was appointed.
How are you going to proceed in terms of counsel, Mr. Cohen?
Oh, I'm going to do it myself.
Okay. All right. You understand that you have the right to have an attorney?
I do.
And you understand that if you can't afford an attorney, you have the right to have one appointed for you at public expense. And in fact, that's what we've been operating under up till now.
I have gotten legal counsel, but anyways, I'll accept whatever you have.
Okay. So you understand that you do have the right to have an appointed attorney if you can't afford one?
I had him, and he has done me no good from the beginning. So,
Yep.
At this point, I'll just, I'll take whatever you got to give me.
Yeah, I'm just asking whether you understand that you have that right.
Yes.
And in spite of that, you're asking the court to allow you to represent yourself today?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever represented yourself in court before?
Sir, I'm here as a special appearance only, and that's.
Yeah, that doesn't have any legal significance to me at all.
I understand.
My question is whether you've ever represented yourself in court before.
No.
Do you have any legal training or
You don't say. You seem like a pro to me.
education?
No, just have the people that help me through this.
Okay. And so you understand that there are, not having represented yourself, not having any legal training or experience, that there are risks involved in representing yourself.
Yes, sir.
And the law that you may not be aware of, and therefore there may be arguments that you could raise in your own defense that might give you an improved outcome in your case, and that without that legal training and experience, you may not know what those are. You may have a worse outcome than if you had an attorney.
I'll take what is given to me.
In spite of those risks, is it still your wish to represent
Yes,
yourself?
I'll take what is given to me.
All right. So real quick, first, I want to say hello to Griffey. Okay. I don't know how long I'll be around, but good morning, you fine folks, and good morning to you too, sir. Great to have you here. Thank you for dropping in. And then CyberX made the good point. Defense counsel code for didn't get me off scot-free. And that always happens with these douche canoes, right? Like, whether it's, again, from the Frauditors to the Softsuits, the Moors, all the way down the line, they all seem to have this idea that defense attorneys are no good because they don't literally do just what the guy wants and get him off scot-free. Like, they don't understand that a defense attorney's job is to put up the best defense they possibly can for you. But their job is not to just get you off with no consequences, no matter what. Like, you're standing in front of the cops. And I mean, this is an extreme example, but it's like, this is the same mentality. You're standing in front of the police station with a bunch of cops watching you, and you're stabbing someone in the neck with a knife. And they're videotaping it, and they all have their body cams on. And your defense attorney doesn't get you off. He didn't do his job. His job was to get me off. No, his job was to put the best defense he could for someone who's clearly guilty. And all the evidence points to it. Like, they don't understand that. They think if the defense attorney does not get you off, they're not doing their job. That's their job. And then my favorite part with all of these douche canoes is when they write up their motions, and I've read some of their motions. We've seen them, right? And their motions are always things like, you need to let me go because I want you to let me go because I'm a sovereign nation unto myself, so let me go. And then they give it to their lawyer, and the lawyer says, I can't show this to the judge. And they're like, you're not doing your job. Your job is to give the judge whatever I tell you to give the judge, no matter what. No, I can't do that because this is nonsense. But they want them to present nonsense. And then when they don't, they're not doing their job. So you don't even take a lawyer. Just do it yourself. That way you know it'll be done right. Not.
That's not yes, my question. My question is, do you still want to represent yourself knowing those risks?
Sir, I just, I'll accept any offer. In return, your offer to you, for your closure and settlement of any account I may have.
Okay, again, my question is, in spite of the risks of representing yourself, are you still asking to represent yourself?
Yes.
So at this point, the court, with Mr. Gerberty, will discharge you. The court finds that your request to represent yourself is knowing and voluntary and unequivocal. And so at this point, the court's going to allow you to represent yourself going forward. Do you have anything to say with regard to your refusal to participate in the pre-sentence interview process?
Whatever you want to give me, I'll accept.
Okay, so that's something that you're required to do as part of the court's order. Because you declined to do that, the court is going to revoke your bond. The court is going to order that you be remanded to the Crawford County Jail. I'm going to request the probation officer to make another attempt to go through the pre-sentence interview process with you. If you continue to decline, then we'll just go forward with sentencing without having that information before the court. And Mr. David, if Mr. Kuhn refuses to participate, you can just indicate that for the court and then prepare the pre-sentence report to the best of your ability without that information.
Yes, sir.
I did an acceptance, dated and signed the top of it. And that's all I'm doing.
Okay, well, we'll give it another try anyway, and you're going to do what you're going to do. But for today's purposes, the court's going to revoke your bond and remand you to the jail. The court will set this for a sentencing hearing at its next available date. So you can go with the officers.
Okay. Can I hand this over to my witnesses?
I'll give it to him.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, just hand that to them. Okay.
So,
Oh, the headphones. Okay. So you don't need those. I mean, oh, okay.
Well, that went well. Perfect. Right there. We get the silver bracelets. You just got rid of your attorney. You represent yourself for 30 seconds. Now you're remanded and in cuffs. Congratulations.
Okay.
And Mr. Gerberty, you have Mr. Song.
I do it. I'm going to go there. Good morning, Your Honor. This is Eric Martin, camera one.
Defendant Eric Martin, I'm the living.
This is case,
That's Eric Martin.
this is case 231510, people of the city of Taylor versus Eric Martin.
And Jeffrey Fanto, the court asked me to verify that Mr. Martin would be presenting himself without.
Okay, I'm sorry. Real quick. I got to say, this guy, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this guy, but this guy right here, this Eric Martin, the defendant, the soft-sit in this, he's been all over the place lately. Like, it's gotten to the point now where he's had so many hearings in the last couple of weeks, I can't even, like, keep track anymore. Like, this dude's been all over the place. I don't know exactly what's going on because, like I said, there's been so many in such a short period of time that I'm not even sure, like, what order these things are happening, because different people are posting clips of different ones, and you can tell that they're different because sometimes he's doing it from in jail, sometimes he's not, sometimes he's doing it on Zoom, sometimes it's a different judge. So it's just like, what? But everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is like, grab your dressing because here comes the word salad, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
The assistance of the attorney, that appears to be his position, Judge.
All right, so Mr. Martin, you are waiving the House Counsel?
Yes, due to, so I'm not fraudulently assumed to be the defendant, a living man, not a legal fiction corporate entity defendant, which I couldn't possibly be. And I don't, due to canon law being, unfair, it's gonna, you guys fraudulently assume that if I take an attorney. So that's the unfairness why I can't accept attorney because of that.
Sure. All right, and you understand all of your constitutional rights?
I do my best to. I've been studying, practicing law 28 years.
28 years. That means he's smarter than Chili.
All right. So looks like this is ready to be set for a jury trial. Is that right?
Yeah, but I wanted jury trial of my peers means of the sovereign people, not U.S. citizen slaves who most probably everyone of the jury probably say they are. So I won't begin to jury my peers if I don't get.
Well, as the individual who determines questions of law, that's me. I will make sure that it is a jury of your peers. So,
Oh, I really enjoyed that. Judge Slavin is the person who determines the issues of law. That's me. I'll determine whether or not you have a jury of your peers. Okay, let's carry on.
I'll determine that. So we will have this set, and then I'll mail out the date for the jury trial.
I believe there is a date set for next Tuesday for the jury trial in this matter.
All righty, I see that.
I have objections about, I cannot probably prepare for trial in this jail. I've been illegally denied my constitutional right to a personal bond, even though it's my constitutional right because it's part of my right to be innocent before guilty. It's been denied so far. I have no money to pay for a bond to get out of here. Probably prepare for one in here,
So you're in there for a different matter because I set your bond at $100 personal before on this matter. So it's whatever's keeping you in jail isn't this case. So we'll see. I understand though that you do need to prepare for trial. I get that part. So we'll go ahead and adjourn the jury trial. When is your out date? With whatever you're doing there.
There is no out date. That's the thing. It's So is this about the moped case?
Yeah, this is driving while your license is.
I mean, you can't effing make this up. This is about a moped case. This guy on a moped. And then he shows up to court with this jackassery. Oh, God, let's do it.
Right, they got me legally confined right now in the domestic violence. No evidence at all. She lied, made a statement, so now they got
hold on, Mr. Martin, hold on. You know this is a different court, and that's not my case.
Right.
You have right to remain silent. Anything can be used against you. I just want to advise you, Fifth Amendment right again. And so I suggest not bringing up the other case. This case here is on the moped and the driving on a suspended license.
Right.
So, or a revoked license.
Okay.
No sound, and that's on his
So
end.
what I'm saying is, you need time to prepare on that one. I don't know what the situation or status is of the domestic violence case, but you said that you're on bond. You haven't posted your bond on that case. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
I'm not that good.
I'm not even sure. I think that the judge said a monetary bond. I wasn't sure because she unprofessionally drew the thing away from, the, you want to call it this, the remote Zoom thing away from the door before I could read the hearer. But it sounded like she told the police officer $2,000. But I'm not even sure. I got no money to pay a bond no way, but even if it's $1. So right, because they illegally deny my personal bond, this is why I'm still in here. So, but yeah. So,
all right. So what I'll do is, I don't know when that case.
All right. All I said was I want somebody to create the song Soft Sit on the Moped to the tune of Girlfriend in a Coma. That's it. That's all I wanted.
Is next, the next day, is that it's a state case? Ms. Van Reno, you don't have that case, right?
I don't
so
know.
must be a state. All right. And so it must be a state case, which means it's on a Monday. So that's probably going to be resolved within a month. So let me go ahead and set this for jury trial. No, there will be no need to set it for a settlement conference before that. But let's get it.
I won't touch up. I was going to object before you guys don't give me a chance to talk. Objected like it should be. I moved that to be stayed. This moped case till I get out of prison. Till I get out of jail here. I can prepare myself. I can't probably prepare myself.
Right, that's right. Listen.
Ask to my legal authorities. The argument, nothing.
It's being set for a jury trial.
Good one.
From yesterday.
Okay, so when is that one?
They didn't set it.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to set it for a jury trial, but if you're still in jail at that time, then I'll just adjourn it again so that you can prepare. I'm not worried about that. So, but I can't do anything about your other case is what I'm saying. So I'm looking at, as far as the date right now, I just want to put a date on the books so that we know that you have an idea. If you get out tomorrow, then you'll know and what your date is. So I'm looking at, let's see.
So, Chef, this is the thing. This is why, like I said this before I started playing this, that this particular guy has been all over the place, and it's sometimes hard to follow because there's so many videos coming out about him because, he's spouting the same word salad nonsense every time. This case is he got pulled over driving a moped and he didn't have any kind of a license or anything because he's a soft sit and he doesn't need one, right? But he's in jail for a domestic. And that's why the judge keeps admonishing him because he's like, so what do you want to do about this moped case? Well, she lied about me. I never did that. Whoa. That's a different case. This is you getting pulled over for not having a license. We're going to, you said that you didn't want a lawyer and you want to, so what are you going to do? Well, I'm in jail because of this. It's like, okay, right. And that's what the judge keeps trying to explain to him. It's a different case. So this guy has so many different cases pending. He doesn't know if he's coming or going or what's going on. So
I don't have the availability to check with my clerk because my criminal clerk is out this week.
Your Honor, we do.
I'm
sorry, Judge. We do have.
You bring up a good point. I have serious concerns about how a guy is going to do in prison that dresses like that and rides a moped. I just don't think that's going to go over very well.
Jury trial scheduled on your docket on July 9th. I don't know if that's too soon.
That's probably going to be, and it's only a couple weeks away. So I don't know what his situation is, and even if he gets out in a week, that only gives him a little bit of time. I want to make sure he has at least a couple weeks to. It's a driving on a restricted license, so it's not exactly a whole lot of prep time for that. It's not a homicide case, but so I'm looking at August 13th because I'm trying to pick a date that's outside of probably where I'm already scheduling stuff at because I don't have my criminal clerk here to kind of check and see like where I'm at with things. So we're going to set this for August 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I know that we'll set that at 8:30 in the morning, August 13th. All right. Mr. Martin, let the deputy know that you're all set, and we'll be mailing out the notice to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. All the best to you and your staff.
Say again?
That's something I want to say to with the prosecutors here. Dealing with this other case that I'm here for now, I request
not the same prosecutor. Not the same prosecutor. That's the state prosecutor.
They're Taylor prosecutor.
Your other case, are you talking about your other case? Your other case is a state case. So that's a Wayne County prosecutor's office.
No,
not the city attorney.
I'm talking about the case I'm in here now. I want to notify the prosecutor that I want charges filed on Chris Lamar for bringing these falsified charges against me now. And also for assault and battery that I have on video camera for. Just so, you know what I mean? And she keeps bringing this.
Again, that's the other prosecutor. That's a different prosecutor's officer.
Because it's my equal protection right to bring charges too. They want to bring charges against me, but they don't have no evidence. I do. And I should be the one suffering here in jail as a lack of evidence. This is all and the unequal protection.
And that's on your other case, sir. So
it's still a right though. It's still my right to tell the prosecutors this and have them act on it. And if they don't, it's going to certify a defense.
This isn't the proper prosecutor. That's the Wayne County prosecutor's office on your other case. Okay, this is the city attorney. Okay. Deputy, have a good rest of your day to you and your staff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
We're ready on.
All right, that's pretty much the end of that. But holy crap. You know what is another thing that's crazy about his argument at the end there? And throughout the whole thing, he just kept doing it, going back and forth with the wrong case. I could see getting confused or whatever, but even after it's been explained to him, he still keeps doubling down on it. But the most interesting part to me of that is we're so used to these douche canoes coming out and arguing about jurisdiction this, jurisdiction that, and now he's in this court saying, well, I have the right to tell these people about stuff going on over there. It's like, I mean, they didn't use the word, but that's literally a different jurisdiction. It's a different court. It's a different prosecutor. It's a state case. It's not, it's a completely different thing. So it's almost like the opposite. Like, no, you all have jurisdiction over everything. So just take everything I give you. It's like, no, we can't. We don't do that here. You got to go to the right place. Oh, man. Anyway, that guy's a butterbrain, just like all of them are, of course. So anyway, like I said, I had to pretty much jump right into a video at the beginning because I had something to take care of. But the reason why was, like I said, for those of you who weren't here earlier, yesterday, because it's been like in the 90s, I think it almost hit 100 yesterday. It's been hot. I guess my ex's air conditioner broke. So because of that, it was just hot in our house. So the kids, all of them are here right now. They're here. They're in the other room. And so we spent the whole day yesterday with the whole family because I got my air going, which is great. I don't know what my bill's going to be because now I'm trying to cool off the house for everybody, not just for me. But whatever, that's a whole nother story. But it is great that they're here. And then yesterday, so I wasn't expecting it at all. They just showed up because that happened. She's getting a new air conditioner now, and it's all good. But we had so much fun yesterday. It was really, really cool. I always love when they come over. We always end up doing some fun stuff. And a couple of interesting things that happened. My daughter, the one that drew me this picture, is here. She drew this. All right. I love it. So, like, one of the things I always do, I always, try to show them, movies and music and stuff, that I grew up with that they wouldn't see otherwise. And we were listening to, because seeing Highway Star here is what made me think of it. We were listening to Deep Purple. And it was great. And I had to go out and take care of some things. So I had my oldest daughter basically. Well, my daughter and son are both old enough to watch the little guy. So the three of them were here when I went out for a minute. But when I came back, Deep Purple was still on. Like they had the chance to turn it off when I was gone, but they didn't. So I thought that was awesome. And they were like, wow, this is great stuff. And they're always, wow, this is great. And then with the movies, last month we did this thing with my son specifically where we watched like all these old Hitchcock movies. But my daughter, she's like, oh yeah, I've never seen this movie or that movie, and we're talking about these ones. And then the movie Psycho came up, and she's like, oh, I never saw that, and I love horror movies. And so we waited last night until the little guy was asleep because we figured, you know, he doesn't like scary movies. They really scare him. But it was so cool. It was so cool because my son, you know, he's seen it with me a bunch of times already, but she had no clue. And with a movie like Psycho, the less you know, the better. And she literally had no clue what was going on. So we're sitting here watching the movie, and at one point she says, she's like, I'm like, everyone knows, right? But when she steals the money and she's driving away, and then she gets pulled over and all that, my daughter, she's like, my heart. I'm like, what? She's like, I feel her anxiety. I'm like, she was really, really getting into the movie and really, really, you know, being empathetic with the character, you know, and my son's looking at me. He's like, oh, man, because that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Most young people now, when they watch Psycho, know about like the Bates Motel and all this stuff or whatever. So that first half of the movie, they're not even paying attention to what's going on. They're just waiting like, well, when's it get crazy? When's it get crazy? Come on, where's the crazy stuff? But she had no clue. So she was totally invested in what was going on. So when the shower scene happened, oh no. The movie did what it was supposed to do, and it was great, and she loved it. She loved it. She's like, that movie's so good. And like before it starts, of course, you know, young people, they know, this is black and white. I don't know if I want to. Then they're like, wow, yeah, this is good stuff. Yeah, I know. Keep trying to tell you, man. And then, but this was the big thing was that, so I talked my daughter into watching an old black and white movie from 1960, Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock. And when it was all said and done and the movie's over and the dust settles, she looks at me and she says, Dad, how come these days nobody makes movies anymore? Or at least they don't know how. Whatever happened to people that actually know how to make a movie? And then we started talking about, like, you know, some of the contemporary directors that are around now that are coming out with good stuff. But like the fact that she said that, it's like, yes, the old stuff is great. But to be fair, and I always make this point too, and this is also true with movies and music, really, is that when you go back, like, we remember the good stuff because it was so good. But it's like, well, what about the other 5,000 movies that came out that were crap? What about the other 5,000 songs that came out that were crap? We don't think about that because we don't remember it because it was crap. There's nothing to remember, right? But at that time, it was, you know, trying to look back in retrospect, you know, except maybe the 80s because pretty much everything was great. But and then there was a bump in the 90s where like everything was really good too. But for the most part, you know, there's always tons and tons and tons of garbage, but you only remember the good stuff. So you look back and you're like, oh, everything was so much better back then. It's like, well, yeah, you remember the good stuff from back then, but how much stuff back then was crap and that you forgot about because it was crap? I don't know. Just trying to look at it like in a fair way. Deep Purple says, hush, hush, can't you hear me calling your name now? Hush, 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 not early in the morning. I know, got late in the evening. No, got to have you. All right, yeah, see, now you got me getting funky. Hell yeah. We love good stuff. Space trucking, come on. All right, let's get on with the show. This isn't Tuesday, this is Wednesday. I love you guys. Best fans in the world. Ding, dong, dang, dag, nabbit. Anyway, what I wanted to get into next, ladies and gentlemen, is a Team Skeptic video. Why not, ladies and gentlemen? Round of applause for the one and only Team Skeptic. All right, let's go ahead and let's check out what he's got in store for us. This is one called Sovereign Citizen Karen Calls the Police on the Police. Oh, see, I wanted to do that because I always love these videos where they do that. They call 911. I'm getting pulled over by cops. Okay, so do what they tell you. But they're pulling me over. So why are you wasting a 911 call on that? Be prosecuted for false 911 calls at that point. Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's get into it.
Guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we break away from our normal sovereign citizens and Karens in court to cover an Australian sovereign citizen Karen that tries to use the American Sovtardian arguments on the side of the road and ends up calling the police on the police. So let's begin.
Pen? Can you check in there for a pen? Hello, yeah, hey.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Pen from the back. Sergeant Patterson, I'm from Roads Policing Team, just to let you know you're being recorded.
Yeah, you too, mate. I've got a pen, darling. All right, before we begin, I'm just going to need to take your details.
Yeah, Acting Sergeant Patterson.
What's your first name?
Hey?
What's your first name?
It's Neil, but you don't really need that. 15830 is my number. Hello, doggy. What's your, 1T.
Okay.
And I'm from the Roads Policing Team,
Are you
alright?
Sergeant?
Acting Sergeant.
Acting Sergeant. So, are you a constable normally?
Senior, yeah.
And which station are you from today,
The
please?
Roads Policing Team.
Which one?
Based out of Forestdale. From a satellite station from Mangrove.
Forestdale. And can you tell me what the emergency is, please?
There's not an emergency, no.
So why were your lights on? You've just
signalled
signalled to me that there was an emergency.
I haven't said there's an emergency.
Well, your lights are on, so the public are aware that if your flashing lights are on, that signals that there is an emergency. So I have just pulled over now because you have signalled to me that there's some kind of an emergency.
I have signalled to you to stop. Okay.
Okay, so your lights are on, you're being recorded.
That's fine.
Okay, this is signalling to me and the rest of the public that there's an emergency.
All right, how do police normally pull vehicles up?
Has got nothing to do with you.
Has it not?
No.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like it's a WA one, so I'm ascertaining who might be driving and is
okay, well, I'm going to give you this, and I'd like you to read this out loud on camera.
Okay. Fair enough. You think you're a sovereign citizen?
There's no such thing. It's an oxymoron.
I'm not so sure referring to sovereign citizens as oxy anything is wise, as most of the sovereign citizens that we cover on this channel look like they just got out of a trash bath. But you nailed it with the moron part.
Fair enough.
So have you read this?
Yeah, I just haven't reached now. Rebecca White. Do you have a driving license at all? Or any ID?
Are you okay? This is my ID.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? No, I'm because I'm with my client. I'm a support worker.
Okay, all right.
Okay. We're going to an appointment. You're disturbing my day for absolutely no reason.
It looks like you're driving a vehicle with false plates on.
It's not false plates. They're not false plates.
That's what we stopped you to ascertain.
Okay. So I'll let you know.
You're in trouble or you've done anything wrong.
No, but I have been abused by police, and this is why I'm shaking. Because you guys just
hold on. Can I just quickly get a note of that, please?
Yeah, can you take a picture of it, actually?
Yes, thank you. So, as you said to my colleague, you're recording and we're recording as well. Excellent, thank you.
All right, can I just grab your details as one?
Yeah, Tom Lawson, 13631.
13631. And what was
your name?
name?
I'm at State Traffic as well.
Are you from Forestdale?
Sorry, yeah, Forestdale.
All right, and what's your rank?
Sorry?
What's your rank?
Sergeant.
And just let me grab your name again because I didn't quite catch it. Your name?
Tom Lawson.
Tom Lawson. And what's your superintendent's name?
Mike Peters.
And mine's the same.
All right, where are you from?
Leeds.
Yeah, I'm from Bolton.
Are you?
Yeah.
Not far off.
Yeah.
Wrong colour rose though.
All right. So look, I have spoken to the department. I've spoken to the Department of Transport. I'd prefer you didn't.
Okay,
Thank you. I have served notice to the Department of Transport. Department of Transport are aware of this. You guys have already been served notice. I know that it doesn't get passed down to you guys, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not committed a crime. Okay, there's no suspicions of a crime. And I would like to get on with my. And I would like to get on with my day, if that's okay, because I'm with a client.
Well, if taking care of your client was so important to you, then maybe you should start following the laws of the land and stop driving around with fake license plates.
Do up as least time as possible.
Thank
But
you.
we just need to ascertain whether or not the vehicle has a registration.
It's nothing
with
to do with you. I'm sorry.
All
It's already been dealt with.
I don't know
I know you don't. I know, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you. So
Same.
this has already been dealt with. Notices have already gone to the police,
Right,
the
that's
courts, and the Department of Transport. They are all.
See, this is another thing too that comes up so often with so many of these people, and with these guys specifically. These guys are really good at that, and the Moors are really good at it. What is she basically telling the police? I mean, like, literally what she's saying is, hey, it's okay, guys. I could drive without license plates. I could drive without a license. I could drive without any of that stuff. Because I wrote a letter that says, I don't have to drive on any of that stuff. So there, and mailed it to the government. So I'm good. Oh, that's how it works? Well, I'm going to write a letter saying I'm allowed to rob banks and send it. And now you can't arrest me if I rob a bank because I wrote that letter. Everyone's been put on notice. Everyone knows. Oh, these people are so dumb.
All well aware about that.
Yeah.
By law, I'm not required to be forced into legal fraud or legal entrapment. You guys.
I'm not going to force you to do anything.
Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate that.
Can I just take your name again?
You're here.
All right. Was it Richardson? Whitehead. That was way off. Richardson. Rebecca.
I actually appreciate you speaking to me politely today,
Well, I
because
always
you
do.
can see that I'm shaking
Yeah.
from the previous abuse
Well-
that I've had from police. Because
We're not going to abuse you.
oh God, thanks, Tom.
Well, I always speak to people the same. Okay. Is it your date of birth 2786? Rebecca?
Just 1 second.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. And has you got your address on there?
Nope. It says legal entrapment is a crime.
Okay.
That's what it says. Okay. And what's happening here? I know you guys aren't going to comprehend because you've only been taught one out of the 4 laws.
All right. If I show you this, then is that your current address or an address that you're aware of?
It's an address that I'm aware of.
Right. Thank you. Okay. It's looking on our system. Your license.
It's got nothing to do with you guys.
Okay. It's subject to a fine suspension. All right. It doesn't look like it's a repeat, so I'm just making you aware of it.
Right.
Okay.
Mm.
If you want to note of that, I can put it on a card if you want. Got a card
No,
here.
thank you. We're live streaming on Facebook,
That's
so
fine.
that's
That's all
fine.
right.
No, I'm
Because
good. Thank
what
you.
I'm saying is, obviously, I appreciate your beliefs. and
It's
your-
not a belief, it's
Right,
the
okay.
law. But what I'm
All
going to
right,
do
right.
is I've actually got an information pack that I'm going to give to you guys.
Okay.
Well, what's he gonna do now? Karen brought her information pack with her, and I guarantee you that it's made from construction paper, written in crayon, and 60% saliva by weight.
Okay. Now this is the receipt of my vehicle. Okay. This I'm going to let you keep that because you can take that with you to your bosses. Okay. And then what we've also got is that you guys have also got to make sure that you're not harassing and threatening members of the public as well. So
Well, we're not.
let me just check.
Obviously, being road police, we've got to make sure.
You guys can take, you guys take that with you. Oh, sorry, not my receipt.
We've got to make sure that everybody's licenses are in order and vehicles are in order. so they don't unknowingly.
Perfect. So keep that. You guys take that because there's information in there for you to.
Can I give you that then?
I'm good, thank you. Well, you can just put it up to the screen. I'm not touching any of your paperwork. Yeah, got it.
It's the number of the fines enforcement that's making your license under fines suspension.
There's some more. There's some more information to go in your information pack.
Okay. It's been a very informative day.
I know. Can I just check you're not on my list?
All right.
Right, you're not on my list.
So you're like, no, we're good guys.
All right.
So, like I say, your license is all paid up to 2028. Unfortunately, it's just got that one fine suspension against it that I'm making you aware of today.
Cool.
Should you have any sort of crash or anything like that, it may invalidate any private insurance.
I'm not planning to have any accidents.
Well, nobody plans to have an accident, do they, Rebecca?
Well, debatable.
So, I've made you aware of that.
You okay, darling?
Your Ford Ranger.
You can have a cigarette if you want.
Cigarette.
You can just sit there. You can have a cigarette in the car, darling. Okay.
And your Regio is out, all right? And it went out on the 13th of October 2023. And it should be displaying 1HYJ 723. Okay. You, like I say, I know where you're coming from. I understand what you're saying to me. However,
thank you for admitting that on camera.
We have laws and legislations, and there's a Road Traffic Act in force that every vehicle is registered. It needs to be road legal under WA statute. Okay.
Okay.
You're
So in fact, whilst we're here,
plate.
where are the published public rules of statutory jurisdiction that you're trying to enforce?
They're all.
Do you have a copy at the station?
I don't know if there is.
Is there a copy at the library? Where are the published rules of statutory jurisdiction?
You can Google the Road Traffic Act.
Yeah, that falls under statutory jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So I'm asking you where are the public's published copies of statutory jurisdiction?
They don't have to answer your question, Karen, because the answers you seek took me less than 5 minutes to find online. The jurisdiction of the police to do exactly what they're doing to you right now can be found in the Road Traffic Act of 1974 and the Road Traffic Vehicle Regulations of 2014. This includes the ability for police to physically remove fake number plates from vehicles, even if it's against the will of a Karen behind the wheel.
They'll be in libraries.
Okay. All right. If you're enforcing statutes, acts, and legislations, then that falls under statutory jurisdiction, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking, where are the public's published rules of those statutory?
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Okay. I'm good. They don't exist.
They don't exist.
They don't exist.
Okay.
Now, the reason they don't exist is because all law should stand under judicial law, and what you're trying to do is enforce statutes, acts, and legislations when there is no statutory jurisdiction in place.
Okay.
There's heaps of information that I've just given you in that pack. Have a look through it yourselves. This isn't going to help you on your professional level, but it's going to help you on a personal level.
In the meantime, Rebecca, we're going to remove the plates from your vehicle because they don't follow this car.
You can't touch my vehicle. I don't think so. That's assault on my vehicle. You do not touch my. I will ring the police and I will make a complaint if you touch my property. I have had police smash through my home. I have had police damage my property. You do not have permission or authority to touch my vehicle. Yes, you do.
We don't need any
absolutely, you do.
Okay,
Okay, well,
that's what's happening.
all right,
so
no, it's not happening. Hang on, I require you to speak to your superintendent then. I require a senior officer. Do not touch my, give me your phone. I need to ring the police.
Can we all just agree that calling the police on the police is the most Karen thing a Karen can do?
Okay, while he's doing that.
No, do not touch my vehicle. Harry, turn the bloody phone on. Right, I just want to let everybody on Facebook know this. He is now touching my car. You are now stealing, and I will be filing a lawsuit against you personally, Neil, for touching my vehicle without permission. You are now breaking the law yourself. Give me the phone.
Get him up.
lawsuit to the pair of you for this. You shouldn't be touching my vehicle.
Okay. We can seize exhibits at common law.
It's nothing to do with common law.
Okay.
It was common law. It was put in by the barons. It's had nothing to do with that. They're projecting things on people's.
But on this occasion, the plates don't match the vehicle, so that's why we've taken them. Okay.
You can't. You're literally stealing my property. You're literally stealing my property. You think that you can go around and behave like criminals, and you can't. You have an obligation. This is a dereliction of duty.
We're all good with that. All good with that? I've got the other one. Okay, final thing we've got to do.
Okay, would you want your screws back? It's your property.
Why don't you take them since you're stealing the rest of my
I've put
property?
the screws back in at the back.
Do you want your screws back on?
Okay, so I require a specimen breath and breath test.
I require you to stand down and stop trying to bully me.
One continuous breath until I
I'm not doing it. I'm not drinking. I'm in the middle of work. What are you doing?
So all you've got to do is blow into this on one continuous breath until I tell you to stop.
Okay, it is very.
All right. I love the fact that she's spouting all this nonsense is making them think she might be drunk. But I noticed those were private plates, and this goes back to I reiterate this all the time. I would think, like, if it was me and somebody convinced them to buy these fake license plates and put them on my car, every time I got pulled over, instead of saying, I can't believe these horrible cops keep doing this to me, how many times has it happened before your brain clicks, hey, the person who sold me these license plates was grifting me. They stole my money. It has to be the cops who are stealing my plates. It can't be the person who sold them to you and convinced you they were legit, was stealing money from you, was grifting you, was conning you into giving them money. It always blows my mind that they never make that connection. It's like the person who sold you on these ideas, that's the one who you need to be mad at, not the cops. Oh, it's so stupid. Hey, we got 10 more minutes to the Cupcake Happy Dance. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Where's the video? There we go. Happy Wednesday, guys.
Clear and obvious that I am not drinking. I am in the middle of work.
But I'm giving you a roadside breath test.
Okay, and I do not need to do that.
Okay,
you are trying to get me to contract with you to profit from equity bonds.
Under Section
I am not
66
doing
of the Road Traffic Act, I require you to
and we've just had a conversation that you don't have the jurisdiction to follow through because you didn't even know it existed.
Okay, so are you telling me that you're not going to provide me a
I am telling you that I do not consent to contract or join with you. I waiver the benefits on offer.
Okay, so
I
you're
would
not going
like
to give me a specimen breath?
I would. Did you hear what I said?
No, say it.
I do not consent to contract or joinder with you.
Okay.
I waiver the benefits on offer.
Okay, so are you telling me that
I am wavering.
No,
No, you're not listening. I am wavering the benefits on offer.
Okay, right. Bear with me. What I'll do is I'll set up the secondary, and we'll give her that opportunity. And then
I cannot believe you're doing this. I'm a support worker. You can see that somebody here is distressed in the car. Where is your heart?
His heart is in the Road Traffic Act of 1974, Section 66.
Where is your heart?
My heart?
Yes.
We're policing officers doing our duty.
No, you're not. You're wasting my time.
Well, you just provided a minute of breath.
I don't need to. I'm in the middle of work. You can see I've not been drinking. You're trying to get me to contract with you. Are you behind on your quotas this week? Is this what this is about? You're behind on your quotas, so you decide to interrupt me whilst I'm in the middle of work. You're now putting... Yes, I'm glad you've read that sign as well. Hey, Leanne, am I okay? Yeah, at the moment. It just depends what these guys are going to do. If you guys could keep watching this and if you can screen record everything that's going on, because this will be for my lawsuit. I'm live on Facebook. People are watching you. phone. No, just your camera. Now, these guys might assault me in a minute, so if they do, Harry, you need to get out the car and stay away from them because they hurt. Listen, darling, if they take me, then you just be really brave, and I need you to take the chief with you, okay? I will give you my bank card, and we will get you an Uber back to you, and you take the dog with you, and then we'll organise something else, okay? I'm gonna have to get out of the car first. Shut you under it. I'm gonna lock us in. Okay? If they grab me, it's okay. You don't need to do anything. I know I've not done anything, but I won't resist. Right? But if they take me, you don't need to do anything.
Okay, Rebecca, I'm back.
Hey.
So just to remind you, Tom Lawson, state traffic, my camera is recording. Okay, so what I've been doing whilst you've been sitting here, I've been setting up the breath machine at the back of the car. So I'm going to give you another opportunity.
I'm going to serve you guys notice on the spot. You guys are being
I require a specimen breath or breath test. I require you to blow into this device one continuous breath until I tell you to stop. Do you understand?
I don't understand.
Well, maybe I can help you, Karen, because you're acting like a self-entitled see you next Tuesday, threatening to call the cops on the cops. And normal people don't act like this unless they've had a little bit too much super glue to drink.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm requiring a roadside breath test.
Okay, just to let everybody know, these guys are getting served lawful documents.
Okay. So do you
Neil.
consent?
Right, well,
For you.
Okay, this guy's now been served. This is recorded on camera. Tom.
I require specimen breath or breath
Okay,
test. Do you
both of
understand
these
that?
guys have, I do not understand.
Okay, you need to blow into it one continuous
I
breath.
do not understand. Why are you doing this? Do I look
Because
drunk to you?
it's a roadside breath test. It's a
you're
random
trying to
breath
make
test.
money. Stop leaning on my vehicle, please. Excuse me. Get off my vehicle.
Okay, so you're not
Tom,
telling me that
Tom,
you're going to accept
I've
this.
wavered. I haven't
Okay.
refused.
Okay, so I
I've
now
not
require
refused.
you to accompany me to that vehicle. While
I'm
we
not
do a
getting out
secondary
because you're going to assault me.
We're not going to assault you. We're on camera.
If you think that makes a difference,
Right.
Do no.
Can you please come out the vehicle?
You've just stole it. You've hurt my hand.
I've got your
now.
key. Yes.
You've just hurt my
Okay,
plumbing
can you
hand. I
jump out
I
the
knew
vehicle,
you that
please?
you was going to assault. This is what you
I
do to
require
women.
you to accompany me
This
to that
is what you
vehicle while
do.
we'll do a
It's
secondary
coming out my
test.
hand. Get me the police. I'm going to call the police.
Okay.
Okay.
Right,
I
I'm now
require
gonna get you-
require a superintendent to the scene immediately.
Rebecca, it's gonna.
Rebecca.
Stop damaging my
I'm
car.
not damaging your car.
Get the
Okay.
police. Get the police.
Okay, so I require you to accompany me to that vehicle.
Get the police.
Want to be manhandling you.
You've hurt me already. Just stop.
Just please step out the vehicle.
I'm ringing the police. You
Okay,
shouldn't be doing this to
we're
me.
already
No.
here.
Please, please. Where the
No, we'll wait.
Hurry!
Okay, so you can be arrested for failing to provide a secondary
I've
test.
not committed a crime.
Okay.
I've not committed any
understand that?
crimes.
We may
I keep
have to
telling
arrest
you.
you.
What
Okay,
for? What
you've got to
crime?
come to
For
that
what
vehicle.
crime?
Provide a specimen under the Road Traffic Act.
Please, please, quickly.
No worries, Karen, because they're already there. Is that quick enough for you?
Emergency, please, please. I have 2 police officers breaching their dereliction of duty. I'm from Western Australia. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. These police are bullying me. They have weapons on them. They have guns on them. They have hurt my hand. How dare you grab me? Please, please, I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I mean, where are we? Mandurah. Where are we, please?
We're on Mandurah Road, across of Kildanup Drive.
Mandurah Road. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I have 2 male police officers attempting to hurt me.
Wait, Tango Sierra
You've
219.
just-
Tango Sierra 219.
Tell the operator.
There are
Tango
two police
Sierra.
officers. They are with weapons. They have hurt my hand. They are bullying me. I have committed no crimes. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately.
You just tell the operator of Tango Sierra 219.
Tango Sierra 219
And the
are the
road policing group.
culprits.
Okay.
You've really plumbing hurt my finger. Look what you
You've hurt
did.
my finger.
What are you grabbing my stuff
Yeah,
for? I
you can't
require
have
a
them.
superintendent to the scene immediately, please. My name is Rebecca Whitehead, lowercase. My name is Rebecca Whitehead, lowercase. They are harassing me. They are threatening me. There is a dereliction of duty. There is a gross misconduct. No, I don't want you to speak to them. I'm ringing to complain about you.
Right.
I require a superintendent here immediately. Your police officers are rogue. Who are not, who are breaching their code of conduct. No, I require a superintendent to the scene. You are live streaming on Facebook. I am requiring a senior member of staff. Please help me.
There's not enough lead paint in the world to help sovereign citizens out of their problem. And Karen, what exactly do you think is going to happen when more police get there?
Mandra. I've just told you. Cooler. No, there's 4 men and 1 woman.
Well, we're not even touching you.
I require a superintendent here immediately. Your police officers are breaching their code of conduct. There is a gross dereliction of duty. One of them has just grabbed my hand, grabbed my car keys. They are trying to force me to do things that I do not want to do. They have weapons on
You
them.
are under
There are 4
requirement to
men.
provide a specimen of breath for analysis under section 66.
If I do this, breath, are you going to let me go then?
Yes.
Right, we'll go on and get it. No, I'm not getting out of the car. You've already hurt me.
Hey, Karen, you know you could have just said, hey, I accept that I made a mistake, and taken that breath test to prove that you're just delusional and not drunk.
I still require a senior officer, please. I require a superintendent to the scene immediately. I need to make a complaint about these police officers. I'm not going to the station.
If
The
you want to make a
superintendent.
complaint, the superintendent is not going to come out. So I'll be honest with you. You need to if you want to make a complaint, you can make a complaint online.
I'm not
Either
doing
way,
that. It's legal entrapment.
Or you can go into a police station, Rebecca. All right. They're your options.
They are threatening and intimidating me. You're telling me if I don't do it, you're going to arrest me for nothing? I haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, it comes with the power of arrest, Rebecca.
Yeah.
When you get to the station, okay, you can't complain on a 000 line. So if you go
I'm not asking to complain. I require. How many times do I have to say it? I require a senior member of staff.
You've got 2 sides.
You require some brain cells, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the cupcake happy dance. Yes. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's book it. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes. Yes. I don't think she's here today. She told me yesterday she might not be able to make the show this morning, but we still got the tradition. We all love cupcake and we all love the cupcake dance. And God bless her. Hope everything is going well and everything turns out okay for her. She's got her surgery coming up tomorrow, so let's hope for the best. Absolutely, all the way down the line. All of our thoughts and prayers are with you all the way. And of course, get well soon. And of course, to Ray as well. We all love Ray. We hope she feels better soon as well. She's doing her best. She's at home at bed rest right now and just trying to just decompress from everything. She needs to just take care of herself, put her health first above everything else. So above the internet and all of it completely. So that's good. So yeah, we just want what's best for everybody. And I want what's best for all of you guys as well. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. I love spending my mornings with you every every ding dong dang dag dab day. A ding dong dang dag dab it. Hey, a ding dong dang dag dab it. Hey, a ding dong dang dag dab it. Hey, all right. Anyway, guys, that was pretty much the end of that video. Yes, we love Cupcake. That's a fact. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of that one. She just rants on for a few more minutes, and then yeah, that's pretty much Skeptic says his goodbyes, and that's it. So we're gonna move on to the next one. We haven't watched a Lucid Dream video in a little bit, so I figured let's go ahead and watch a Lucid Dream video. This one was just published 11 hours ago, so it's relatively new. So it's called Frauditor Steals CPS Information. Oh my goodness gracious me, these frauditors are out of control these days, brah. That wall needs a Green Bay logo on it. Oh, hell no. That ain't happening. Oh no, Parson, no. We love Ray. Yes, we do. Absolutely. Love Ray very much. All right. Anyway, yes, let's get back to it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a new video from the Lucid Dream. All right.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and once again, we are back for round 2 with Emerson ICU audits for no other reason than I was going through his channel and I found some interesting things. First off, this video at the Department of Children, Youth, and Families. Once again, a frauditor who can't seem to stay away from kids. I wonder why. First and foremost, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Well, hello, boys and girls. This is Emerson ICU. Today we are at the State of Washington building. It's the Creekside Plaza building. It's got community services for different things. As you can see, it says Community Service Office 401. No peddling. Service dogs welcome. Right there it says Creekside Plaza Developmental Disabilities Children's Administration and Community Services Fund. We're going to go in here. No discrimination.
He give you shoes? No. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, what can I help you with?
Yeah. What services do you provide here?
I'm sorry, are you recording?
Mm-hmm. What services
Okay,
do
I
you?
really would appreciate if you're not recording me.
Why is that? You're a public official, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a right to record our government.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So what kind of services we're providing?
Mhm.
Okay, so we have food assistance. We have cash assistance and medical assistance.
Oh.
So what help are you looking for, sir?
I've just been doing a video tour. I just wanted to see what services you provide for people.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I am. Well, I'm just looking. I'm reading the billboard there. That's all I'm reading. I'm not.
We have personal information and stuff on some of those boards, so.
Well, personal information. You have the responsibility to protect it yourself, and so you can't trespass my eyes. If I can see it,
Oh, I'm not saying you can't.
Okay.
I'm just saying some of our internal like numbers and stuff are on that board. So
Okay, well, I can see it. I can record it. You know, it's the way it works. Okay. So what do you guys back here?
I don't know what you're doing or what this is. Jacob? Hi, right there the doorbell, please. Thank you.
Just different posters they have in here for people.
I find it really interesting considering in another video, he told someone that he had been disabled since 2007, that he was hurt in a car accident and he received Social Security disability. So if that is true, which it sounded like he was being honest, he is more than familiar with the services they offer in this building. He's just being an asshole. In a state where the Supreme Court has already stated that YouTubers are not news. Interesting. I had another subscriber tell me that they thought that he might be Glenn Serio's father. Do I think it was a joke? Probably. Do I think it's interesting? Yeah, maybe. I'm actually starting to kind of see a resemblance. They're both gross. I mean, that kind of goes for all frauditors, but, it's a fun theory.
Hi.
How can I help you?
I just have a question. What services do you provide here?
Are you recording me?
Yes.
So I'm a state employee. I prefer not to be videotaped.
Okay. You can prefer that, but that's not. Okay. This lady says she prefers to not be recorded, but you and I both know what that is. These are all the jobs that DVR got these different people in different areas. As you can tell, she doesn't know the law. She doesn't feel like being recorded. Well, she doesn't have that right because she's a state employee. Let's see. There's mission integrity, power advantage.
can I help you?
No, I'm just curious what services you offer here.
Okay. Are you you're recording?
I am.
Okay. Can I ask where you're from? Or what?
From here.
What does here mean?
I live right here too, so.
Okay.
Why? What?
Why? What's the purpose of the recording?
Gathering content for a story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What story?
I don't want to say yet.
Okay. We have literature right here on this table.
You can't just tell me?
If you want to take a copy of it with you, it has all of our information in there.
Okay. What happened to the lady that was out here?
She didn't feel comfortable having the video camera pointed at her face.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm not in her face, but at her, yeah.
you have to understand, like you walked in here and didn't request to record any of this.
It's not required.
Well, I understand that.
Okay.
But as a courtesy.
Okay. Her feelings don't trump rights, by the way.
As a courtesy, it's
okay.
It's
as a state employee, though, I have the right to record state employees in their jobs and what they're doing as well. Okay. I've done it a lot more than one place, and it reflects either good or bad depending on how everybody acts. I'm recording the officials, not people that are walking in here. I'm not doing that, but it is allowed. Are you aware of that? I'm just asking a question. Are you aware of this?
To be honest with you, I don't feel comfortable talking to you.
Okay.
So I'm not going to comment on your questions. So.
Okay.
If you want to set up a time, a scheduled time to meet with one of us.
No.
And talk about.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to see what you guys doing here. Okay.
Do you want any of our literature?
No, thank you.
With you?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Just doing a video tour of the building.
All right. Good day, sir.
Yep, you too. As you can see, we have snowflakes that run away. You see a phone with a camera.
What a fucking moron. This coming from the man that went back to somewhere that filed a privacy strike on him because they hurt his feelings because they took his video down. So he went to retaliate. Who's the fucking snowflake?
And they come unglued at it. How dare. Children's Administration, no. Hi. I'm just curious what services you provide here.
This has to do with child abuse and child neglect issues.
Wow. I'm sorry for you to. Well, I'm glad you're here to protect the children, but I'm sorry that what you have to do.
Yeah.
But and what was your name?
Marianne.
Hi, Marianne. Nice to meet you.
Okay, are you here to see someone? Or?
No, I'm just taking a video tour of the building. What clients?
Okay, what I need to do is get a manager out here.
Okay, well, do what you need. I don't see any clients here, though. Do you? I don't see anybody here, so I guess that kind of goes out right out the window. If there ain't nobody here, so I'm not protecting anybody that's not here. It's funny how they afraid somebody came in and there's actually a person here to even worry about.
Edward brings up a good point, except I think that I think Lucid Dream is the one that did the blurring. I don't think that the Frauditor blurred anything out. I think that was all Lucid Dream blocking that stuff because, of course, there's no way a Frauditor would ever care about anyone's privacy at all. So the last thing they would ever consider. Oh, they have no empathy. Remember, they're Frauditors.
So it's not recording here.
So the second he gets into the department that deals with children, with abuse, with neglect, he immediately goes to steal personal information about those children, which is exactly what he's doing right now. I have it blacked out because the second he could, he starts zooming in on that piece of paper where there are names and phone numbers. That's disgusting. Doesn't do that anywhere else in the building, but the second he gets in the department with children, what does he do? The whole "you can't trespass my eyes" thing is bullshit. And it's for this reason that it's bullshit. Your eyes cannot zoom in. So if you were standing there without a camera, you could not read that piece of paper. It took zooming all the way in to be able to read it. This man is disgusting.
Got a video camera system there.
I'm not giving you permission to record me, so I would suggest you stop recording.
You know what? I don't need your permission.
Yes, you do, sir.
You best check the laws on that because.
Okay, well, sir, I'm not too sure why you're recording, but I'm asking you to please leave.
Okay, and What happens if I don't? I'm not,
We'll
I'm,
call the police.
Okay.
Because this is, we have clients coming and things. so-
okay. I don't see too many people here right now.
Well, do you have a case with us or anything?
No,
Okay.
I'm just doing a video tour of the building,
For what?
a video tour of the building.
No, it doesn't work that way. sir.
Sure it does. This is a public building, right?
No. Hey, Chris, do you know who the manager is for the building? Because you need to talk to that manager for the building to get permission.
No, I don't.
Yes.
No.
Building manager is Tia Garuda, downstairs in the first floor CSO office.
Okay. You want to go to the first floor?
I don't need her permission. I was,
You might want to call the police because I'm just trying to help you, sir.
well, that's a waste of resources to call them because it's,
Well, sir, I'm asking you, you have to get permission, so the
No.
building manager is downstairs.
no, I don't have to get permission.
Well, I'm not giving you permission to record.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't need your permission. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. You'll see that when the police come, you'll be wrong about that.
I was thinking about this when he said, well, what happens if I don't leave? And she's like, I'll call the police. It's like, it's too bad these people are at work and they don't know, the average person still doesn't know what a frauditor is, right? So they have no idea what they're dealing with. But I would have loved for her to have said something like, well, what happens if I don't leave? Well, then me, the other employees, and everyone watching will know for a fact that you're a heartless, soulless, unempathetic, disrespectful piece of garbage. That's what'll happen. Oh, man. Yeah, these Chomos got a Chomo. Yeah, man, people are the function in his name with the stupid question. It makes him sound insincere. It's just as bad as when they narrate their action. Exactly. This is the only way they feel any power. Yeah. And I love that Lucid Dream pointed that out too, because we were just talking about it before she said it, right? The whole blurring thing in this specific case is, oh, well, I can film this. And it's like, yeah, you're zooming in on people's personal private information. Like you wait until you get into that office and then do that. Why? Because, oh, I'm just whatever my eyes can see. Like she said, your eyes don't zoom. And because I've had that conversation. And again, this is why I don't even bother talking to these people anymore, because I've had this conversation with them and they just, no, I can see some, I have the right. It's like they never will answer the question, the direct question. You're saying you can film anything your eyes can see, but your eyes can't zoom. What about that? Well, I have the right to record. Right. But you just said that if you could see it, you could film it, but you can't see that without the camera to zoom. Well, yeah, but I can legally. That's like, no, that doesn't address the question. You butterbrain douche canoes, butterbrain douche canoes. Yeah, butterbrain douche canoes. Hey, butterbrain douche canoes.
I hope you plan on sticking around to see that.
I'm sorry, it's another. Oh, okay. I call time. It is. Okay, so what should I do? Okay. No.
Please do not, I'm telling you, I'm not giving you permission to
Okay.
video.
I heard you.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, yes, this is Chris Buckle. I'm from the DSHS building on 52nd Avenue in Liberty, Washington. And we have an individual in our lobby on the second floor that is filming this. And we asked them to leave because against it while for them to video public release. Yes, the address is 20311 52nd Avenue West, Suite 201, which is on the second floor. Linwood, Washington, 98036. And our direct line here is 425-977-6700. Option 0. in our lobby, and currently we don't have any clients, but my area administrator advised them not to film. Confidentiality rules. He's refused, and we tried to direct him to the building manager downstairs to get permission to film the building, and he's not wanting to go, not willing to go. And he advised me to call 911, and he told us everywhere. You know, he's about 5'10", 5'11".
What's your name, sir?
I didn't give it.
So I'm asking, what is your name, sir?
I didn't give it.
So what is your name?
Good citizen.
I'm sorry?
Good citizen. Good citizen.
Good citizen?
Mm-hmm.
And it's still recording. He's wearing blue jeans. Are you wearing blue jeans, sir?
Nope.
Okay, in the meantime, what you are. Okay.
I want to talk to you and just ask her to bring the security. Is there anything else I could do for you, sir?
No.
Okay. Do you have anyone that you need to see here?
No.
Or do you know what this department is?
Yeah, I did ask.
What is it?
Children's services.
Okay, so do you understand what that is?
I do.
What is it?
She told me. The gal told me.
Okay. So is there anything you want from us, or maybe we
Just
can help
with
you?
making a recording of the place, and you guys are getting upset that I have a
No, I'm just saying that we're not allowed to record.
You're not allowed to, but I don't.
I'm not giving you permission.
Okay.
To record me.
Okay.
That's what
Well,
I'm
we'll
saying.
see what the police say about that.
Right.
Okay.
And
Are you
I'm
going to
not
stick
giving you
around long enough?
permission. And then also we have confidentiality for our clients.
I'm not recording in clients. I'm recording you, as a state employee.
I also am saying that I would not like for you to record.
Okay. You can say that. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it, but you can say that. Trying to tell me I can't record here, and we all know that different than that. And wow, look at the snowflakes. They're making sure to not be seen there. Like those two right there, standing. Can you see that in the mirror? You just see her in the mirror. Wow, look at how hard she's working. She's not doing anything, just standing there doing nothing except just right where the food is, and can't quite tell the guys on the other side, but we'll probably get them up there. If we go like that, we can see them, I bet. Couldn't see them there. They're trying to hide in the shadows. As you can see, not doing much at all, looks like, except just sitting there. Gal's playing peekaboo with the thing over there, so she doesn't have to come over here.
Hi, I wanted to check back in with you. I'm Tia.
Hi, Tia.
I'm
Nice
the
to meet you.
building's manager here. We've had some reports that you're making our clients uncomfortable.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yes, yes.
Oh, come on. That's a stretch. What clients have I haven't seen one client.
Well, we serve many clients in this building.
That's a
So
stretch.
I'd like to ask you again, if you could clarify what your intentions are for filming all of our building
Well, I'm filming the people that work here
and for what reason and what
for
organization?
my use.
For your use. Is this personal use?
I'm collecting for a story.
And are you representing a media channel?
Myself, yes.
Yep. Is it with like NBC or Fox or can you?
This is myself. I haven't sold it yet, so
Yeah. And can I get your name?
nope. Good citizen.
Yep. Okay. Well, you know, I do have to ask you to leave because you're making our clients uncomfortable. We've had reports throughout the whole building.
Oh, come on. I haven't seen one client.
Well, if you know, I can't
You're
force you to leave.
you're fitting, aren't you?
No, I'm not. You know, I can only ask you to leave. I can't force you to. But
Okay.
if you can't provide your information, we have a right for information just as well as you do.
You have a right for information for what?
For you filming everyone, including our clients.
I'm not recording your clients. I'm recording the staff.
Well, our clients are feeling very uncomfortable.
Hmm.
So, okay, if you refuse to leave, there's nothing further I can do. But I tried
Well,
to find-
I would suggest you stick around. We'll talk to the police. They called the police supposedly.
okay, thank you.
So I'm not recording your clients, and you know I'm not.
No, I don't know that, sir.
Okay.
I
Well.
don't know that.
Okay.
Can I help you guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So can I talk with my client right here or?
Sure.
Okay. Are you a worker here? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'll turn it off for you if you want.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good.
I think these people need to learn what the law is.
Okay. I'll talk to them. There's another officer coming, and if he doesn't get a report, I'll talk to you after, because they called, right? You didn't?
No. I didn't want to run to,
You can leave. I'm not keeping you here, just so we're clear.
Well, I understand, but I didn't want to run so that you didn't think I was running away from you.
Oh, no, you're free to go anytime you want.
Okay.
Hello?
I hate that excuse. They all use it. They all use it. And it's one of the ones that drives me nuts. Hey, if you don't leave, I'm calling the cops because we want you to leave. We can't physically drag you out. So we're going to call the cops and have you removed from the building. Our goal is to get you to leave. Well, now I can't leave because the cops are coming and I don't want them to. No, because if you leave, we won't need the cops. They'll come and say, what happened? Oh, it's okay. We asked him to leave and he didn't want to at first, but as soon as we called you, he split. In fact, they might even call the cops back and say, oh, he left. We don't need you guys anymore. But they always use that excuse. Oh, well, once you call the cops, I can't leave. The whole reason they call the cops is because they want you to leave. Please leave, please. Please, I'm begging you, please leave. And like I say all the time, and somebody said in the comments earlier, and by the way, thank you, Maggie K, and everyone else who's here for joining us on this beautiful Wednesday morning. But it's like, yeah, okay, so they want you out. They want you to leave. They're trying to get rid of you. That's the whole point. So if you leave, you're not running. You're doing what they need you to do. But like I always say, they always say these public servants, they need to stop just like even he was just saying it there. Oh, look at him standing back there, not doing anything. Well, yeah, because you're filming them, you butterbrain douche canoe. It's like they always they don't understand even their own logic, right? Because it's like, I got all this private information. You come in. I have to create my own privacy. So I'm going to stop dealing with this private information so that you won't catch it on your camera. So what are you catching on your camera? Look what your fans respond to, your narration. Oh, look at all these public servants just sitting there not working, wasting our tax dollars, not doing anything. They're not doing anything because you're there, you butterbrain. They need to create their own privacy, but when they do, what are they hiding? What are they doing? But I always say, when the public servants kick the frauditor out of the building, they are serving the public. That's the thing. That's always the thing. They'll be sitting there, and especially I love this example when you talk about like a crowded DMV or a crowded post office, because it's like all those people are there. They are the public, that the public servants are there to serve. Those are the people that the employees are there to help. They're there to help everyone there, all the people. You want them to help the one idiot holding the camera and just forget everybody else. Stop serving the people and serve only you. And if they don't, then you're going to convince your fans that they're not serving the people and have them call, flood, and threaten the people who work there and try to get the people fired and try to ruin their lives and destroy their careers and everything. Why? Because when somebody walks in with a camera, they're supposed to completely forget their job and not do what our tax dollars pay them to do and just do whatever the frauditor says to do and nothing else. And again, well, I just want to be filmed and left alone. Okay, but I have private information. You're telling me the onus is on me to keep that information private. So I have to close my screen. I have to flip my papers over. I have to not work. Because if I do, you'll get it on film and you'll put it on your YouTube channel. And now that you're filming me not working, now you're using that against me. Hey, look, they're just sitting there not doing anything. Look, look, look. See, guys, see how they're not doing anything? It's so ridiculous. And again, they go in there, they create the story that they're reporting on. And that's why they always say, well, how come you're saying I'm not a legitimate journalist? Jason Gutterman. How come you're saying that I'm not a legitimate journalist? Well, because you're not engaged in any sort of journalism. A journalist doesn't create the story that they're covering. That would be the same thing as a real journalist starting a fire so that they could cover a fire. That's not how it works. We got Jade. We got the Bookie Worm. What's up? Great to see you. They are contrary. They're contrarians. Absolutely. Oh, Maggie K, what's up? Jade, Society Red, Chris Killing. So many wonderful people here today. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. It makes me ill when they demand their servant. Yes, see, that's the thing. The whole servant thing. Like they have this thing in their brain that servant means slave, right? But again, and this is why it's so frustrating. Well, there's a million reasons why it's so frustrating, but this is one of the many reasons why it gets so completely frustrating, because it's like, you're the public servant. You're here to serve me. Well, first of all, they're not your personal slave. Mole in a hole, what's up? Good to see you. They're not your personal slave. They're there to help we the people. Lisa Alcazar, what's up? Good morning. Good to see you. They're here to help everybody. The public. Not drop what they're doing and not help anybody whenever an idiot with a camera shows up. And again, this is also extremely important. That's not their thing. It seems like that's their thing, but it's not. Because how many times have we seen it? And it has to be the frauditor. It has to be the frauditor. It can't be a person with a camera. And that's because if you pull out your camera, you're a bootlicker. You're a snowflake. You're a Karen. You're a Darren. Oh, how dare you violate anything, my rights, my freedom, my blah, 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 blah. You're a cambacker. So it's not the person with the camera. It's the frauditor. You see a frauditor walk in, you have to drop what you're doing and not do anything for anyone except for the frauditor. Because I always say that. I'm like, oh yeah, with the person with the camera, but no, that's not true. Because if it's me with my camera, oh, that doesn't count. I'm just a bootlicker and a cambacker. It's only the frauditor that counts. His rights and nobody else's. His feelings. They're so into their fee-fees. That's the other thing. That is another reason why these girls make me so mad that I just want to grab my voodoo doll and stab the crap out of them and tase them. You frauditor. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Ow. What did I do? Ow, ow. Just because I think these guys are heroes. Why are you doing this to me, man? Great way to relieve frauditor stress is by stabbing the crap out of a frauditor voodoo doll. Free tasing, that's right. That tasing was on the house, ladies and gentlemen, because I was just so frustrated at watching these frauditor videos that where's that needle? I just want to stab the crap out of this frauditor. Yeah, look at him with all of his cameras and his fake press pass and his rotten teeth. He deserves it. Stabby, stab. He's even got the cuffs on. Oh, man, it's great stuff. Back to the video. That's right.
Oh? This is probably how I get them, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Hello?
Hi. Okay. Well, they see us now, right? Hi. Hi. You called?
Yes, I'm Sandra Jewell, the
Hi.
administrator.
Hello.
Hi, let me go over
I'd like to actually just keep recording when you explain to them, actually. I'll just stand here without saying a word.
Okay, I'm not sure I'll be explaining.
I don't know this gentleman.
Yeah.
I've asked him to stop recording.
Okay.
He continues. I asked him, if there's something that we could do for him here.
Right.
And he said,
Oh, I'm glad you joined us. You should hear this as well.
and who is this?
Oh, he came into our office as well. So I just want to make sure that we're.
Are you in
Oh,
the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we've asked him to stop recording because we have a lot of clients here that is confidentiality.
Right.
And so I asked him his name, I asked him if there's anything that we could do for him. And he told me your name was a good citizen.
I didn't want to give you my name.
Right, didn't want to give me the name. And so we basically asked him if he could stop recording or leave because it's making our clients uncomfortable.
Right. And then you do a visitation?
Yes. Right, and then we have some clients that had to go around because they didn't want to be videotaped.
Did I'm not trying to talk about you in a third person, but did you explain to him what you do here? Do you know?
Someone asked me to turn it off, and I did when he asked me. Yes, I understand what they do. And one gentleman asked me to turn it off, and I did as he asked, because he asked me to, nicely.
Okay, but you do know what their mission is?
I do. Okay,
it's not the same as walking around City Hall or the police department.
Okay,
which
but
is different. This is a sensitive area.
Agreed, but I'm not recording. There's been nobody in here at all.
Somehow, considering that he just got done stealing information about their clients and their children that they service, the fact there haven't been any in there seems kind of irrelevant.
Okay. But by you being here recording, when people get off the elevator, they're not going to come in here for the visits they need to do.
Okay, I didn't want to run away. I wanted to make sure to.
Okay, I think this is probably, and I don't know this building very well, but it's probably the one place I would say, yeah, this is not a good idea. If you like where DV victims are at the courthouse, you're not allowed in there, right? You know that. You do know that, right?
Right.
Really, the whole building is really confidential.
No, they could probably be down there in the lobby. I mean, we're not going to.
Well, in the lobby, but I'm talking about like.
I can go any place that does not say restricted access.
Or the doors are locked.
Or the doors are locked, and I have not done either of the above.
So this is probably something you're going to have to probably do something with, because this is becoming very common.
Okay.
We made our adjustments at the city as well, city buildings as well. So I'm gonna, I mean, if you want, I'll get my sergeant, but my judgment is this is someplace you cannot record. It's like DV victims at the courthouse. This is a sensitive area. People are here,
Okay.
things like that. So that said,
Okay.
you want to move to another part of the building, keep recording?
I was actually done until they said they were calling the
Oh,
cops, and I
okay.
didn't
Well, we're
want
done.
to.
Like I said, I wasn't
Okay.
holding you here.
Okay. Can you explain to them that it is legal for me to record people in public as well as
I just did.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and give a treatise on.
Well, no, I just and that
But this
that
is
is
so
not
confidential, like you
Yeah,
said,
this
it's
is
just
not a-
totally
okay.
different.
I agree, and I made sure no one was in here. Actually,
Well,
I have.
But right now, by being here
Okay.
with the recording device, you are stopping people from coming.
I haven't seen one person walk in.
Well, they're diverting them.
There's a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
diverting around. You're stopping this from being used for what it's
Okay.
for, and my take in here is, yeah, they maybe need to get some signs and toughen up, but I'm gonna make a call right now. This is a place you're not gonna be able to.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm one time I hear and I'm gone.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Just so we're clear, people can record in
Thank you.
public.
Thanks for coming.
So they finally kick him out. That took way too long, in my opinion. And that's even with me cutting a significant part of him walking around and wandering around the building. But I think it is absolutely insane that the second he got into the department that deals with abused children, he immediately starts stealing information. That is gross. And that makes me question the entire video if that wasn't the point in the first place. Why do that in that one department? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and I will catch you on the next one.
All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Lucid Dream. Couple things I wanted to address. Yes, at one point in the video, and they did show it, somebody came in and said, "Hey, I need to talk to my client in private real quick. Do you mind just not recording that conversation?" And he said, "Okay, sure." And he paused his camera. So he did stop the camera for a minute for that. But it's like of course it's disingenuous, but it almost feels like he did that intentionally just so that he could point to that one moment and say, see, if someone asked me to stop filming, I stop. But everyone who asked you to stop filming, you didn't. Like 10 people asked you to stop filming, and for one of them, you paused the camera for a minute. Like, so that, like, what? But he did do that. But now you're saying, well, then how come they don't put up authorized, or they should print up a bunch of authorized personnel only signs? But see, this is the problem. This is the problem. And this is why it's the thing. There's a million reasons, right? But this is another reason why, like when people, they're fans, when people on their end try to argue that what they're doing is a good thing, and they don't understand why people like us are against it, why people like me are against what they do. It's like, well, just look at this situation right here. You want to talk about disingenuous, you want to talk about lies, you want to talk about false narrative building, you want to talk about changing the bar, right? Hey, I could go in any one of these doors unless there's a sign that says authorized personnel only, and they don't have a sign that says that. Now, how many times, Fraud Terminator, what's up? How many times have we seen this? How many times have we seen this? We know for a fact because we've seen it over and over and over again. If they did put up authorized personnel only signs, what would happen? It'd still go in there. And they say, hey, the sign says authorized personnel only. And he'd say, well, that's just a piece of paper. Anyone could print anything on a piece of paper. There's no law attached to that. What law is that? So, again, if these guys are genuine, if these guys are honest, if these guys are legit, then once they put the sign up, so then they say, oh, okay, cool. You did what we wanted. You put up the sign. Cool. But that's not what we see happen over and over and over again, is it? No. What happens is if they do put the sign up, then they'll come back again. And they'll say, there's no law attached to it. Fine. So now they actually put the statute or code on the sign. Right on. Yay. Okay. Frauditor victory, right? We got what we wanted. We got them to put authorized personnel only sign, and we got them to attach a code to it. No, because there is no win. Because no matter what, the frauditors are going to fraud it. They're going to lie. They're going to be disingenuous. They're going to sell a false narrative, and they're going to keep escalating the situation, moving the goalposts, raising the bar. Now they're going to come in there, and if there is a sign and it does have a code attached to it, they're going to say, well, I get to walk in that door anyway. But we put the sign, yeah, but that's an unconstitutional sign. That code doesn't count because it violates my right to film in public. You can't win. No matter what you do. If they say the onus is on you to hide the information and you hide it, what are you hiding? Where's the transparency? How come you guys won't let me see this stuff? What are you doing back there that you don't want the public to know about? It's always something. No matter what you do, you're wrong. Unless there is one way. There is one way to make an auditor happy. Kiss his ass. Do what he says, when he says it, the way he says it. If he says, I want a FOIA, you don't just go through the FOIA process. You pull out a blank piece of paper and you pull out a pen and you have him dictate to you. Forget your job. Forget what we, the taxpayers, are paying you to do. You stop doing all of that. You take out your piece of paper, you take down verbatim every word the guy says, then you physically forget your work. Forget the people that you were there to help. Don't help them. What you're supposed to do is take that piece of paper and walk your happy ass over to whatever office it actually should be in and physically hand that to the right people for the frauditor. Then maybe the frauditor might call it a pass if you're lucky. These guys are just looking for an argument. They're just looking for a fight. They're just scumbags trying to get paid on YouTube. They don't care about any of the stuff that they purport to care about. They don't give a flying poo at a rolling. Who are you? What you gonna do when you take a poo on a douche canoe? I don't know what that means, but I said it. Ding dong, dang, dag, nabbit. Now, the next video that I have lined up, this is a video from Van Balian. And this is called Sovereign Citizen Gets Window Busted Out After Calling His Guru for Legal Advice. Now, he just posted this. Van Balian just posted this. When I clicked on it, because it was calling his guru for legal advice, I thought this was going to be a new Attorney Shield video that ends up with a window smash, and I was all excited. But then when I watched it, I realized that it's actually an older video, but I haven't seen it before, and Van Balian's just covering it now. So I still thought it's good to share, because it's always good to see these people get some justice, and watching a good old-fashioned window smash is always a way to see one of these guys get what they got coming to them. Hey, Erica's here. What's up? I think KFAR did this one yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's an older video, but it seems like it's just starting to make the rounds now. I don't know. I'm a snowflake because I think cops beating people is wrong. Well, this is the thing, and this is actually important too, is that I've always said this. Always. Like, I don't support bad policing. Of course not. That's insane. And when these butterbrains come out and they say all this stuff about, like, oh, you guys are just bootlickers. And in fact, I was just saying this yesterday because I've been getting so many comments just recently in my comment section where people are commenting on video. This is how I know these people are, another one of the many ways I know these people are idiots, is because they're commenting on videos that don't even have any police interaction in them at all. It's just frauditors frauditing random people on the street. And they're saying things like, well, you're just a bootlicker. You just support cops, even if they're bad cops. Because I believe in empathy, because I believe in being a decent human, because I believe in acting like a civil human being when dealing in a civil society, because I believe in treating people with a certain amount of decency, respect, and just basic civility. Like, Like, but yes, of course, if the cops are crossing the line, they're crossing the line, and I'm not going to support that. But to me, again, when they get a frauditor out of the building, that's good policing. They are serving the public by getting the frauditor out of there. But anyway, here, let's check it out and see if this is something y'all have seen before or not. Again, this is a new Van Balian, and he just posted it. So let's see what happens. It's got a good window smash in it, though, so it's definitely worth watching.
Supervisor?
I'm a supervisor.
Well, the one guy's getting his baton out. He's going to break the window.
Step out now or you will be tased.
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Iowa for a video where a sovereign citizen gets pulled over for driving without insurance and no registration, and attempts to script with deputies, and even calls his guru for help, which of course leads to his window getting busted out and a room at the Grey Bar Hotel. Right, let's get into the video.
Hello, spring. Goodbye, smooth ride. But old man Winter has his way with the highways.
Just so everybody knows, I'm getting pulled over. This cop is right behind me. He's got my tags. And he knows he's going to pull me over. And he's just waiting for a reason other than a seatbelt, I imagine. Because I wasn't speeding. I had it on cruise. And now we're doing over the speed limit. We're doing 47. We're slowing down. We're doing 45. And now he's pulling me over in a 40. So we'll see if I get another speeding ticket and no insurance ticket.
Well, if you're doing 47 in a 40, driving without your seatbelt on, and you yourself brought up insurance for some reason, I don't think you need to be a rocket science to figure out the reason for the stop.
How you doing?
So with the plates on the vehicle here.
My property, right?
You got license plates on.
No, that's state law.
Your ID and registration.
I don't carry registration. But there's no plates.
Is the vehicle not registered?
No.
You got insurance on the vehicle?
No, I'm not required. Again, that's state law.
I'll be right back with you.
All right, thank you, sir.
So the vehicle isn't registered either. What a surprise. Also, you say state law like it doesn't apply to you. I guess because reasons, right?
Well, we'll see how they do it. Oh, do we have another one pulling up? I think so. Yep, here comes another one. Hey, Tony. The county sheriff's got me pulled over here at the auction house over here in Raymond. I don't know what they're doing yet. They've got my license, but another one just pulled up, and the guy specifically asked me about the plates, and I told him they're not required. He said, well, what about registration? I said, well, that's not required either. You know, those are state laws. So he's just running a check on me now. I just wanted to call somebody to let them know what's, they got me pulled over. But there's two of them back here. And I want you to stay on the phone with me until this is over with. Thank you, sir.
Well, it sounds to me like you know exactly where this traffic stop is going and how it will end. First of all, by calling your soft-sit guru, who you call sir for some reason, for quote-unquote legal advice. And secondly, by winding your window up the moment they asked you to step out of the vehicle. And we all know how well that works out. Just ask Squeak and his clients from back in the day.
He's asked me to shut the vehicle off and step out for him. I don't want to.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Why?
I'm giving you a direct.
What crime have I committed?
Put on the window.
Can you get a supervisor?
I'm a supervisor.
Okay.
Okay.
I am the supervisor, sir. It's becoming a regular occurrence now and fast becoming my favourite way to stop a sovereign citizen in his tracks. Behind a good door slam like this one, of course.
Ah!
And even more so when that line leads to an arrogant sovereign citizen getting his window busted out for refusing to comply.
Okay, your vehicle is not registered and there's no insurance, so we're going to impound the vehicle.
You have no right to do that. That would be theft, sir. I have a right to secure my property. This is private property. You have no lien against it.
And you have no right to have this vehicle on the road.
I most certainly do. Do you know your Constitution, sir?
Yes,
I have a
sure
right
do.
to travel upon the land in my own personal private conveyance. You have no third-party interest in this. This is my third-party conveyance, and I have shown no other.
Do you know the Constitution? Says the guy ignoring everything that the 10th Amendment stands for. And that's not how the right to travel works. If you're driving a motor vehicle on a public road, you are required by law to make sure you have a license, registration, and insurance. No ifs, no buts.
Did you get that, Tony? Well, I'm going to need someone to come bail me out of jail. They're going to take me to jail. My phone is in my car and it is recording. My other phone, it is in the car and it is recording. You gonna be able to help me out and get me bailed out?
Nobody said anything about you going to jail, just that your vehicle is getting impounded for no insurance and no registration. But you already know that, hence why you wound your window up and lit a cigarette, because you seem determined to martyr yourself to a fake cause for the stupidest of reasons.
Hold on just a second. This is your last chance to get out of the vehicle.
I'm not going to do it, sir. I have a right to secure my person and my property.
If I've got to force you out of that vehicle, you're going to jail.
I understand that. And I'm going to let you violate my rights because I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not putting up a fight. This is all on camera.
I understand that. But we're going to impound the vehicle. You have no registration, you have no insurance.
And that's a state law. You cannot override my constitutional right to travel upon the land in my own personal conveyance. And it has already been upheld in the higher courts. It has already been upheld in the higher courts. You cannot infringe upon that right by requiring of licensing, registration fees, or anything.
Okay, first of all, your constitutional right to travel does not include the right to operate a motor vehicle, conveyance, vessel, or whatever you want to call it on a public road without a license, registration, or insurance. Even a child can understand that and the reasons why. And secondly, cherry-picking paragraphs and phrases from existing case law to fit your narrative and doing it on the side of the road just proves how dumb and gullible you are.
Right. They're again trying to make me open the door. There's another squad car, another black one pulled up, and now they've got 4 officers around my vehicle. I'm taking my keys out, so you don't have to worry. I'm not going to run. I just turned the truck off and turned the keys out, or turn the truck off and took the keys out.
That means absolutely nothing. If you're willing to ignore state law by driving without insurance and registration, no seatbelt, and speeding by your own admission, what else are you willing to do? Taking your keys out of the ignition is an empty gesture.
I'm gonna put the keys back in so I can roll the window down. Going on accessory. Yeah, it is not stolen. You can check with Nate Herman of Nate's Auto in Waterloo. That's who I bought it from. And another one just pulled up. So that makes 4 squad cars and at least 5 people.
And there it is, the skewed soft-sit logic we all know and mostly mock. Asks for more law enforcement officers to attend the stop in the form of a supervisor, then complains when, more law enforcement officers arrive on the stop.
We're trying to do this in an ethical way.
And if you were upholding, if you took an oath to uphold the Constitution,
That's right.
that's right. And what did you do? Did you swear on the Bible to do that?
One of it, what I swore is also to enforce state law, which is what I'm trying to do.
Okay, but at the same time that you took an oath to uphold the Constitution, do you know the Constitution cannot be overridden by your lower courts? Do you understand the state court is a lower court? That's right. You're not. I'm not gonna argue with them. That's right.
Says the guy who has done nothing but argue with them from the moment they pulled him over, and who will continue to repeat the same failed argument until he gets his window busted out. Then he goes from brave to baby in record time, which does make up for the crappy footage and audio, I must admit.
I imagine this guy's the muscle. He again tried to unlock or open my door. He just threatened to break his way in. That's breaking and entering. When they impound my vehicle, that's theft, grand theft auto. Now somebody's in the back. He's doing something with the tag. My plates, I guess. I bought it from Nate Herman from Nate's Auto.
Nate Herman, Nate's Auto.
1823 Commercial Street, I believe. I've got his number if you'd like. 1821. They just asked about Nate Herman's Auto, who I bought the vehicle from. I already offered that information. They said it didn't matter. Now he's asking for information on it. You get my text that somebody stole my tools out of the back of the truck last night. Tony. All right. He's just shining his flashlight in here looking for something, I guess. I'm going to put my inhaler in my pocket so in case I need that. It's sitting between the seats. And they clearly see that I'm putting it in my pocket. Now he's asking me to come out. The one guy's got his hand on his taser. I already told him I'm not violent. I'm not resisting.
Just because you say you're not violent doesn't mean you're not. Just like you saying you don't need a license, registration, and insurance doesn't magically make it true.
Any more time.
And I'm not going to tell you anything different. I have a right to secure my person and my property. You have no right to infringe upon that by any lower court. Now, if you want to break and enter, grand theft auto, kidnap, imprison, then you go ahead and do so. Those are all violations of my rights, and I'll be glad to make my claims in court. And that's where you'll have to make your claim. You're right. That's where you'll have to make your claim.
Yeah, that's not how it works. All they have to do is present evidence to the court that you were driving without plates, registration, insurance, and obstructed their investigation, which is really easy to do when laws apply to everyone. But good luck with convincing the judge that holding you accountable for your actions is somehow the same as breaking and entering, grand theft auto, kidnapping, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, imprisonment. Yeah, you're in for a rude awakening if you go down that road.
Well,
and another thing too that I wanted to point out is with these situations with these guys, and this is another perfect example of it, right? It's always when they talk about all these cases, it always boggles my mind that if let's just assume that everything they're saying is actually accurate. We know it's not. We've been through it a million times. We've seen the actual documents. We've read the court cases. We know it's all crap. But the crazy part is for the people who believe it, it's like, How, like, okay, I get pulled over for not having a license plate. Hey, did you know that the Supreme Court ordered that I don't need a license plate and it's illegal for you to pull me over? They did? How come nobody knows that except for you guys? How come all 50 states do it? If the Supreme Court has ordered that it's illegal to do what they're doing, then why do all 50 states still have traffic codes? Why do all 50 states still have traffic laws? Why do they pull people over every day if they're not legally allowed to pull people over anymore because the Supreme Court ordered it? How did that slip under the radar and not one state follows it? And not once did the feds try to step in and say, hey, how come nobody's following this order we gave? Maybe it doesn't exist?
The one guy's getting his baton out. He's going to break the window. Huh? He's not supposed to, no. Everything they're threatening to do, they are not allowed to do. What he wants to do is break and enter first. Then he wants to kidnap me, imprison me, and then hold me for ransom. And in the meantime, hold my vehicle for ransom, my property, my personal private property. You told me that before, and I told you I'm not going to change anything I say. You just said, are you ready? He's breaking a back window so they can reach in and taser me. They just broke my back passenger window.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, Vilified Freedom for $2. Day 5 with no AC. I hope you guys are staying cool. We're doing our best. Here's your happy dance. Oh, the applause is after that. Here's it. All right. Yes, round of applause for Vilified Freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the 2. Oh, I appreciate that so much. So right now, actually, talking about the air conditioning, yesterday, my ex, her air conditioner broke, and she's out getting a new one right now. So the kids all came here. So literally, they're in the other room behind me right now. They all came over and spent the night. We actually had a lot of fun yesterday. Again, the whole reason I came here was to spend more time with my kids, and having them here is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I got my air going. It almost hit 100 yesterday. It's been in the 90s. It's 80 now, and it's just early, so it's going to start getting hot fast. Well, you're out, you know. Wait, now I'm thinking that's east. So you're over there. I'm not tolerating it. I'm actually dead. This is my spirit communicating with you. The real man died in a sweat. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, in memory of Vilified Freedom, one of the best in the business. We love Vilified. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Mark Baggett is here. Hey, Mark, are you going live after this today? Because I know usually your lives tend to pop up right after mine. So if he does, ladies and gentlemen, definitely go check out Mark Baggett. Check out Vilified Freedom. Check out Blackheart Night. Oh, my goodness gracious me. So many great people. As always, we always have the best fans in the world. I love you guys. You're the best. Thank you again so much for the 2. So let's go ahead and watch this. I mean, it's almost over now, but are you in the Midwest? Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin right now. Yeah, so, oh, you're streaming at 10. Okay, 10 Eastern. So, yeah, pretty soon. So go check out Mark Baggett after this. So, yeah, Richard, what happened was I was doing, and actually you'll see eventually once I go back down there and then come back, you'll see. But I was doing the show from Florida for a while. But then my whole goal was always to come back here so I could be closer to the kids. And in April, I finally got approved for an apartment out here. So I came back. But there was this huge, just Murphy's Law, everything that could go wrong. Hey, Jason Gutterman. Everything that could go wrong did with all my travel plans. So I had to just run here fast so that I wouldn't lose the place with whatever I could carry in my bag. So all of my props, all of my equipment, everything that I need for the show, my computer, this is just my laptop, is all there. So eventually I'm going to make my way back to Florida, get all my stuff, come back, and then you'll see. It'll be wild because it'll be like 2 years of development of this show that led to where it was before I moved back up here. I'll go to Florida, I'll come back, and then boom, the next day the show will be right back where it was with all the cool special effects and gadgets and props and gear and all the cool stuff I had going on. And like News Now Voodoo has a voice that I use for him, but I don't have the voice modulator here. Just all this great stuff. And then you'll see the show that I was doing a few months ago will come back and it'll be beautiful. So if you like it now, wait till that it's going to step it up a lot of notches. I have an actual microphone as opposed to just talking into my laptop and sounding like this. But anyway, so yeah, that's what that's all about. But right now I'm in Wisconsin and I'm back here for good. Always trying to be closer to the kids. And yeah, it's partly sunny, but it's going to get partly hotter. Jason Gutterman, hotter as it goes. Oh, dearie dear. So let's see. Yes, cooling thoughts to everyone who's standing outside. For everyone suffering in the heat, especially those standing outside. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Parson, wow, that sounds like a great show. Yeah, you used to watch it. So anyway, yeah, that's this. Well, we saw the window smash, and that's pretty much it. They drag him out of the car and arrest him. So that's pretty much it for that video. I got like one more little, everyone stay inside, stay cool. That's what I'm talking about. I got one more video I wanted to show. This is from Taisha. I never know how to pronounce her name, but I've been watching her channel for a while now. I've been advertising it a little bit here. Tasha's Court Watch. She does a lot of sovereign citizen in court videos, and this is one. This is a short one. It's called One Dirty Sovereign Citizen. So I'm like, oh, man, I got to see what this is about. So let's go ahead and check this out right quick, and then we'll wrap the show. And I love you guys. Thank you for joining us once again. Here's the video. All right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Calling case number 24-01173-SM. This is the people of the state of Michigan versus Len Derek Tyler Stringer. Mr. Angot, do you wish to place an appearance on the record?
Judge John Angot, I'm here as appointed counsel for Mr. Stringer regarding this arraignment. However, Mr. Stringer does not acknowledge or consent to this hearing. Is that correct, Mr. Stringer?
I do not identify. I identify as the beneficiary that is here to protect Len Derek Stringer. Very well, Mr. Stringer. The court is going to read the charge into the record since the formal reading is not waived. Mr. Stringer, it is charged by the people of the state of Michigan that in this city of Royal Oak, county of Oakland, and state of Michigan, on or about June 16th of 2024, you did knowingly make an open or indecent exposure of your person while fondling your genitals in a public area, contrary to the statute so made and provided at Michigan Compile Law 750.335A, subparent 2, subparent B. The court advises you that this is referred to as a Tier 1 offense under the Sex Offender Registry Act. If the victim is a minor, it is a Tier 2 offense. If you have a prior conviction for a Tier 1 offense, it is a Tier 3 offense. If you have a prior conviction for a Tier 2 offense. This is a high misdemeanor, punishable by up to 2 years in the state prison and up to $2,000. Also, a mandatory collection of DNA identifying profiling samples. There is a count 2 misdemeanor in that on the same date you did knowingly make an open or indecent exposure of your person contrary to the statute so made and provided at Michigan Compile Law 750.335A, subparent 2, subparent A, commonly known as indecent exposure. At this time, the court enters not guilty pleas on both of these matters so that Mr. Stringer's presumption of innocence under the constitutions of Michigan and the United States are preserved.
Sir, excuse me, sir. You have not talked to my beneficiary yet. You have not talked to the person who owned the estate yet.
Mr. Angot, the court is making a notation of court-appointed counsel to run through the IDSO office, and that new counsel, as appointed by Mr. Mena, can make whatever judgments they wish to make and make any motions they wish to make at Mr. Stringer's first probable cause conference. Mr. Stringer, this matter is now being set for a probable cause conference. That will be on a new date. The law entitles you to what they refer to as a preliminary examination within 21 days of this arraignment today. If probable cause is either found or waived at that preliminary examination, the matter will be bound over to the Oakland County Circuit Court for further arraignment, trial, and proceedings. The court must now set bond in this manner. That's not intended to prejudge or punish you. You are presumed innocent, Mr. Stringer. However, the court must set bond in order to ensure your reappearance to court and afford any necessary protection for the public. In that regard, the court would first hear from Detective Keith Baringa of the Royal Police Department. Then the court would hear from your attorney, Mr. Stringer. Detective Baringa, please proceed.
Thank you. Cash bond in this matter and GPS tether to ensure his appearance at court. He currently has 2 warrants out of the state of Texas for assault and also in assault with injury to family violence out of Texas. He also has a lengthy criminal history out of Texas, going from as recent of these warrants, which were entered last year, back to around 2015, receiving charges for evading arrest and detention, unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon, assault, family, house member impeding breath or circulation, several other assault charges, a weapons charge, and then also like falsifying information or government documents. I'm not sure if that's just like a generic false ID case or not, but multiple felons out of Texas. I'm not sure how long he's been in Michigan. He has no current cases out of Michigan I'm aware of. His criminal history, he has assaults from 2019 out of Parkwood Woods, which looks like it was deferred as assaulting a public officer or obstructing, where he got served 9 days ago. And that is it out of Michigan.
Anything further?
So I would also ask that he not be allowed to return to any public or private pools in the city of Pueblo or parks, grass areas adjacent to it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Angot.
Judge, as noted by the court, the presumption of innocence is absolute at this point. And so we must start from there. Mr. Stringer, or the person purporting to represent Mr. Stringer, is a business owner. Judge, despite the fact of these charges and what was listed by the detective, I believe that with the GPS tether, that certainly would give this court, pretrial services, and any other entity overseeing Mr. Stringer during the pendency of this matter, notice of where he would be within 3 feet, is my understanding, with that tether. I don't think a cash bond is necessary. I would ask the court to give him a personal bond with the GPS tether.
Thank you very much. The following conditions will apply to Mr. Stringer's release. Mr. Stringer will appear for all his future dates as directed. He will abide any valid order or judgment entered in this case. Mr. Stringer, you will not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Please don't commit any crimes while you're on release status. You will notify the court in writing of any change of address, telephone, or email. Mr. Stringer will be making reports to pretrial services, and they will supervise his release. There will be no use of alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance without a valid prescription from a treating physician, and Mr. Stringer will abide a substance abuse testing and monitoring program. No purchase or possession of a firearm or other deadly weapon. Mr. Stringer shall not harass, intimidate, beat, wound, or threaten Linda Marino and Chad Stransky, nor will he cause, through himself or through any third party, to have direct or indirect contact with said individuals. Mr. Stringer will not enter the cities of Royal Oak or Berkeley except for court, work, or medical treatment. No release without a GPS tether with appropriate alerts for the victims in this case, as well as the location, which is in fact 2024 Wickham, correct, Detective?
That will work.
Thank you. And at this time, there will be 2 ETGs per week for control alcohol consumption and 3 controlled substance tests a month. Given everything that's before the court at this time, the court will set bond in the amount of $50,000, cash or surety, no 10% allowed at this time. If Mr. Stringer wishes to bring various motions before the examining judge, and that could include a motion to modify his bond, that is his right and his privilege, but at this time, that is the bond as set by this court. Mr. Stringer, that concludes your arraignment, sir.
Sir, so I can't get out on a personal bond?
That's correct, Mr. Stringer. You cannot get out on a personal bond. 50,000 cash or surety with the appropriate conditions that were already listed by the court. That completes your arraignment, sir.
Sir, so what is going on with what is going on? Right?
I'm sorry, sir?
I'm being charged. I'm being charged for entity that is.
Can you please move up so the court could hear you?
I said, how do you charge a dead entity, sir?
I'm sorry, say that again?
How do you charge a dead entity, sir? And
it just happened right before your eyes. The court has jurisdiction over you, sir. Venue and jurisdiction have been established by sworn testimony. That completes your arraignment. Good luck to you.
We're about to go to war.
All right, so first of all, you guys in the chat, I've just been reading this. Oh, man. You guys are funny. Holy crap. Anyway, the thing is, and the reason why I thought that was important is because I really love the fact that, well, I don't love it at all, but the whole idea, like when I look at videos like that, it just reminds me, it kind of like doubles down in my head on my idea, right? That these guys, especially the sovereign citizens, when they make their arguments, they always think of it like in terms of traffic stops, right? Like, oh, well, you know, there's no victim, there's no crime, there's blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't matter because the argument itself is regarding jurisdiction and whether the court, you know, can bring charges against a non-existent entity or whether or not you're just the beneficiary and all this other nonsense. And once you take all of that stuff and believe that stuff, then that if that's what it is, if courts are not legit in the first place, then it doesn't matter what crime you commit, even if it's something like this, right? They'll still use the sovereign citizen defense because the court has no jurisdiction. So again, people who support it can make the argument, well, yeah, because I'm not, you know, there's no victim, no crime or whatever. But we've seen it over and over and over again. When it actually is a victim, when there actually is a crime, they still use those arguments. That proves how stupid these arguments are. When you see them being used in these cases, it's like, there it is. Oh, Vilify, gotta go, everybody. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Hopefully it'll stay cooler than you stay cooler than I am. Jesus loves you. So do I. Thank you so much, Vilify. We love you too. God bless. Have a great day. Stay cool, man. Get some ice and rub it on your forehead or something. Yeah, and be sure to hydrate. Drink a lot of water. Water. Anyway, that all being said, we're almost at the 3-hour mark. So it's pretty much time to start wrapping it up anyway, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. Don't forget to check out Mark Baggett's stream, which starts in about 15 minutes, maybe 10, by the time this is all said and done. Thank you guys. You're the best fans in the world. I love you guys, as you know, always. So let's go ahead and get this situated for the rest of the show. Don't you know, everybody, I've got to go. We're going to have some fun trying to stay nice and cool. Don't be a fool. I filled my freezer. I got all these little cups. Well, this isn't a little cup, but I got all these little cups of like the red Solo cups, and I filled them just like a quarter of the way with water and then put them all in the freezer last night. So now this morning, I got all these cups where there's like a quarter inch of ice at the bottom of each one, and then you just put water on top and you got a nice cold glass of ice water. Yeah, you know, that's how we're going to get through the day today over here. Anyway, you guys are the best fans in the world. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me again this morning. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And like I always say at the end of the show, yeah, Mom.
To eat. It's just unidentified frying objects. What do aliens like to eat? It's just unidentified frying objects.